This next award, if I just read the award and the name on it, a lot of you who know this band inside and out would think I was crazy. So I've got to give an explanation on this one. Our most improved player this year is going to be quite a surprise to some of you. But we have a student in our band this year who had been honored and honored and honored. And this year decided that he was going a step further. You know, some of our students, again, start out making all-state in the 7th grade, and they just go on and on and build up all these honors. But they tend to kind of tail off at the end, and I don't mean that as any criticism, but after you do something so many times, it's hard to do it another time and keep up that kind of energy. But this young man dedicated himself to becoming a better player this year and to being a serious musician. You know, it's just very strange to give a most improved player to somebody who'd have been in All-State for several years and just done all kind of things to exhibit musical talent. But when I looked at that award, the name popped in my head without any thought. And Mr. Fuller and I would like to recognize this year's most improved player as Lloyd Tanner. I told you if I'd read that one out, you'd wonder what I was getting at. Again, last night I thought about that with Lloyd conducting, excuse me, what's her name? Right. Conducting the band and Lloyd's daddy. I know I understand that. I understand that. I thought about what a thrill that was. And I remember how thrilled Frank was earlier this year when he said, you know, Lloyd had said he might want to be a band director. He said, I've never thought that, never even cared. I just wanted him to be happy in his life. He said he came, he said, Dad, I think I might like to try that. And so then he set out to become a better musician, because that's what his daddy told him he better do. But that's one of the reasons why we picked Lloyd as our most improved player. Our next award, Mr. Fuller wants to talk about a little bit. What is that one? Did I miss something? Oh, yes, sorry. Thank you. You're living up to your job here. We have 2 awards that are voted on and picked by the members of the bands. And we allow each band to pick this award independently. They vote without any consultation or conversation for who they think in their band has contributed the most to the success of that band this year. And I have to think that that's got to be one of the best honors you can receive. And this year's voting was really pretty clear cut in both groups. And that's hard to do when you have this many fine students in the band. The concert band picked for their most outstanding concert band member, Kristen Phillips. Girls up here, and you just kind of shook hands with the rest of them. Must be something in the first name, right? You just got in the habit. The symphonic band, and I would, in this particular case, if you stop and think about it, our symphonic band, I counted it up. I think out of the 68 players that have been in symphonic band this year, 48 or somewhere around there, 45 of them at one time in their career have made All-State. That's just incredible. And even this year, it's such a huge number. For them to pick someone, they always would start, I think, with a superior musician. It's just automatic in their case. But there were all those great people to pick from. Out of 66 or 8 ballots, 36 of them picked one person, and that's Pam Slaughter. gets to talk.
So it's the jazz ensemble. It's a phenomenal group. Of course, we went to the Solo and Ensemble Festival and received great superiors and pluses and exclamation points all over the page. And great work, wonderful players. This is what jazz ought to be. All kinds of great things I can say about this group. One of the most phenomenal feats I can say, or accomplishments of the group, is how wonderful a group sounds and how little rehearsal time we get to spend with each other. The one night a week, it just doesn't seem to get my jazz fix out enough. It just never ever satisfies me to really roll up my sleeves and really get into the music. But this group somehow takes that small amount of time and really just does a number with it. We performed some concerts. Did the beauty pageant. We're going to have a concert this coming Friday night in the new Arts Center. We would like to cordially invite each and every one of you to come hear the jazz band, because it is a wonderful group, and it helps to have the great players and the great people. I appreciate all the support that they had to get here. Our rehearsal schedule got kind of screwed this year, and we had to get here early and move things to the library so we could rehearse. We had to do this and that, and some really great things happened in that group. So I appreciate you letting me work with you and try to build you into a mature ensemble. At this time, I'd like all the members of the jazz ensemble to stand up and be recognized.